Okay, our 114-pound final will feature top seed Isabella Bonilla from St. Thomas Aquinas and second seed Aman Cheema from Monroe. 114-pound weight class is brought to you by House of Pain, the finest in personal athletic training. They can be reached at houseofpain@gmail.com or Instagram at houseofpain44.
Carlo, fun fact here, the referee on the whistle is Stu Cohn with his son Garrett Cohn. Yesterday was the first time we've ever had a father-son final being called, which was pretty special for the sports, and they're doing it again today.
You know, and you talk about father-son combinations in the GMC tournament. Yesterday, Gavin Young was a county
that's the match
champ.
called.
Bobby Young, his father, was a champ somewhere around 1994. You also had Sebastian Blumberg win a GMC championship for St. Joe's yesterday. His father, Adam Blumberg, was a GMC champ at Madison Central. So the family ties now are starting to gather and get bigger. It's really cool, and we hope to see that continue with girls wrestling. Bonilla, top seed, has a season record of 16-5 and a career record of 39-12. She's a sophomore. Took second here in the GMC tournament, second in the region, sixth in the state. She's also a soccer player at St. Thomas Aquinas. Cheema is from Monroe. She's a senior with a 10-2 season record coming into the tournament, which we don't have a career record on her. And it says that she finished third last year in the GMC tournament. So again, the difference we're seeing now as girls wrestling in the GMC has progressed is that you don't see a lot of just, I got to go out there and shoot real quick. We see a lot of what the boys do now.
Yeah, they're
a lot
doing
of hand
a chess
battling.
match. A little bit of a chess match, moving around, feeling out your opponent.
You know, a little fun fact about this matchup is that last year Bonilla finished second to this year's 107 champ, Olivia Mitchell. And then those two faced off in Atlantic City, and Bonilla actually avenged the loss here.
Very cool.
And in the States. Excuse me. Isabella's most influential people in her life are her parents, and her best win was placing sixth in the state tournament last year. So Bonilla took bottom to start the second?
Yes.
Good. She's already up to her feet, fighting the hand control, and has the escape. First point scored, 1-0 Isabella Bonilla.
Shot by my Monroe wrestler.
Another shot.
Now, interesting fun fact that fans might not know, with the new rule on the stalling on out of bounds, you're allowed to defend yourself. You're allowed to defend the shot, even if you go out of bounds. That suspends the warning for stalling because you went out of bounds. The warning for stalling comes in when you choose to go out of bounds, not defending yourself. It's an interesting thing that fans are struggling to learn right now. Coaches too. They have to. We're learning the sport as well. See, Stu just hit the red wrestler because she chose to go out of bounds.
Right.
She didn't make an attempt to stay in bounds.
What you'll hear a lot of times coaches now say, getting used to this stall rule, circle, 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 because they know that you have to make an attempt to get back into the circle and not just back out. And that's where Bonilla just got caught. Though even though she defended the initial shot, she made no attempt to circle back in, and there was just stall call.
I try to preventive officiating. I address both wrestlers before they get to that point, saying center, center, stay in the center. It's trying to keep them from putting themselves in a position near the out of bounds.
Tell you, and it seems like Cheema's the aggressor here in the second half after Bonilla escaped. Cheema's been taking a bunch of shots. Some of them have been half shots, but some have been good shots, but she's definitely been more aggressive.
She's got to be careful. Red's got to be careful here. She's on a stall warning.
You want to try to escape the second period with a lead, and there's the circle we're talking about.
Correct. That's exactly what it does. She circled and avoided the stall call.
There you go. Bonilla's trying to attempt a shot now.
I just noticed we have an interesting coach in the corner.
Which one, Gary?
For Monroe.
Oh, you mean God, Gary
baby.
just told me his name too, and I forget. Although I did get a high five from him. He's very excited
That's
to be
the first
here.
time I've ever seen that. All right, 1-0 going into the third period. Monroe
Takes
chooses
neutral.
Interesting.
It is an interesting thing. They obviously know that Bonilla, being a decent wrestler, an escape may not be a guarantee. They know there's a stall warning against Bonilla, so why not roll the dice here and see if you can get a stall, or you get a takedown, you got a 2-point lead anyway.
Correct. Takedown now is 3 points this year, so that's going to further separate the scoring. It has this new scoring: 3 takedown, 2 near fall, 3 near fall, 4 near fall, is now creating separation in the sport, which is what the fans want to see. They want to see scoring.
And it's absolutely amazing how quick these points now accumulate. And conversely, at the end of a match where you have someone down by 2 or down by 3, the match isn't over.
Correct.
And you see crazy things happening now. So Bonilla has gotten a little more aggressive here. They both seem to know what's at stake. Cheema with the shot.
Excuse me.
Crowd seems to be getting into it too, right, Ant?
Yeah, anxiety about the last minute. Anything can happen here. Trying to work hand control. Positioning is everything, Carlo. If you get yourself in the right position, get your opponent out of position, makes scoring a takedown much easier.
As we wind down the last 25 seconds, Bonilla got to the finals by, there's our stall call. Cheema took a shot, ties it up, 1-1. So Bonilla got to the finals with a pin of Burke from Old Bridge, and Cheema had an 8-0 decision over Gijan from New Brunswick. So 14 seconds left, Ant. We got a 1-1 tie. Looks like Monroe's gamble with neutral paid off. And if Bonilla's not careful, it may pay off even more.
We got overtime.
The buzzer first.
We got overtime. That was really close to a takedown.
Really close. Great two-man technique by father-son there, because Garrett was right there to make sure that time was out.
Telling him how much time. That was
So we go to a sudden victory. First point score. We don't say takedown here, because if Isabella gets hit for a stall, the match will be over.
Now, when we're talking about stalling, you also can't push your opponent out, because then it's stalling on you if you push your opponent out. Now, that's a much more
one of the very gray areas. Oh, Bonilla's in there trying to spin around. Bonilla's going to have to pull her in a little if she wants to stay in as she spins around.
Got 20 seconds to go. She's got to secure the takedown. They're out of bounds.
Like we said, she had to pull her in just a little more and would have kept the head in. That would have been the point of contact, but they end up out of bounds.
Our
12 seconds left.
Official Stu Cohen's in the proper position to see the moment they went out of bounds and cleared the line.
There it is.
We got a takedown.
There it is, your 2025 GMC champion at 114 pounds in overtime, Isabella Bonilla.